At some point, you have to draw a line, not a weak one, not a temporary one, a real one. A line that says, I don't go back there anymore. Because up to this point, maybe you've been trying, maybe you've been hoping, maybe you've been telling yourself this time will be different. But nothing really changes until you decide it does. And that decision, it's not loud, it's not emotional, it's quiet, it's firm, and it doesn't move. It sounds like this. No matter what happens, I don't go back. Not when you're stressed, not when you're tired, not when life hits you harder than you expected, because life will hit you hard. And when it does, that's when your line gets tested. That's when the old voice comes back. Just this once. You deserve it. You can handle it now. That voice is patient. It waits for the moment you're weak. It waits for the moment you forget why you left. That's why your line has to be stronger than your feelings. Because feelings change. Pressure comes and goes. But a decision, that stays. You don't rise to your intentions. You fall to your standards. And your standard has to be this. Going back is not an option. Not something you try to avoid. Not something you hope doesn't happen. Something that is completely off the table. Because the moment it becomes an option again, it becomes a reality again. You already know what's on the other side of that line. You've lived it. The pain, the regret, the cycle. There's nothing new there. Nothing better there. Nothing worth going back for. God didn't pull you out of that pit so you could stand on the edge of it. He pulled you out so you could walk away from it completely. And one day, someone is going to need to see what that looks like. Someone is going to be watching you, deciding whether they can change too. And your line, your decision, might be the thing that shows them it's possible. So here's the question. Where is your line? And is it strong enough to hold when life gets hard? If you've made that decision, if you've drawn that line, then you already understand this. You didn't just escape that life, you walked away from it. And if this message speaks to you, I made something that represents exactly that mindset. Draw the line and don't cross it.